What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. Guys, we are on the way to the anniversary. We're less than, like 8 days away, I believe, and we are getting there very, very quickly and at a rapid pace, and they're dropping dev notes left and right. So I know there's a lot at stake here for this game when it comes down to the anniversary. A lot of people are expecting quite a bit from it. I'm still a little bit hesitant here and there, but they have released another dev note and I want to go over it. I think there's some wasted potential here and there's some really good things happening. So I'm really happy to see at the very least that we have some things to look forward to. Unlike last year's anniversary, it was just all rewards. This anniversary, we actually have some content that's going to make a fair amount of difference for the game itself. Now, as you guys can see, you're logging in currently. You're probably getting new characters left and right, which is fantastic because the devs are providing us all of this extra stuff that we're able to use to level up our characters, get more TP, etc. This is great for new players, great for existing players. This is a good thing all around. And for those who are whales who don't need these characters, you're getting free tickets to put towards something else, which is a character, maybe a collab character that you might use, or save those tickets for a future collab, whatever the case may be. A lot of people are getting a lot of great rewards right now, and it's fantastic, and it's, again, the right step in the right direction for the devs. Now, let's go over some of these things real quick and talk about the brand new dev note. I will say this, like I said, there is some wasted potential in my opinion. They could have done some things a little bit differently and better, but nonetheless, they're still doing their best to make sure that we are getting what we need from this game, and I think at the end of the day, honestly, they're putting in some effort. Now, I will say this. The fact that there hasn't been a live dev stream for a while is a little bit daunting. It's been about 2.5 months, maybe 3 months at this point, if I'm correct. With my timelines, I could be a little bit off. But they need to start adding in more live dev streams. As much as we like harp on them about it being just a yap fest, it's pretty important to us because it shows that they're putting time and effort into the game. So let's go into it without further ado. So here it is, okay? So brand new dev note just came out today, actually. So April 29th. I can't believe it's almost May, guys. It's crazy. So greeting hunters, this is Solo Leveling a Rise team. We would like to express our deepest gratitude for the incredible interest and support you showed during the SLC 2026 and the second anniversary showcase held at Damsel DN Coliseum on 4/25, April 25th. I will say this, congratulations to Nightfall again for everybody who participated. Great work. I kind of wish it was a bit longer. The actual tournament itself was super, super fast. I did get to go to sleep a bit earlier, which was nice, but I feel like they should have maybe added a second round with the amount of players that there were. They went from 8 to 5. It was a 16 to 5, actually, something like that. They should have probably added in a little bit more characters. Sorry, there's something in my microphone. They should have added in more opportunities for people to try more and give them a secondary chance. But nonetheless, Nightfall came out on top. Well deserved. He destroyed it. Shout out to everybody else who was there as well too. So in the latest showcase, we share several exciting updates currently in preparation for the second anniversary. Moving forward, we are committed to maintaining continuous communication with our hunters until the actual update goes live, ensuring that we welcome this upcoming milestone together. And again, they need to have a live stream. Just how it should go, right? All right, so this is the SLC tournament cup, amazing looking cup. So you guys can see here, this is our first tournament in a year. The team was deeply committed to recreating the same thrill emotions. We'd like to extend our deepest respect and gratitude for the players who gave their all. Also, if you did participate in the selection process of who you think wins, you would have probably received this 1,000 Essence Stones as well, which is amazing. I'm sitting at 77K, hopefully to get closer to 80, before the anniversary starts. So that is something we also got. And then as you can see here, second anniversary update, introduction, and direction. So due to the limit time at the live event, some explanations regarding the second anniversary were not as detailed as we'd hope. Through this note, we would like to clarify the points that many hunters have been curious about. Amazing. So we want to hear. First, regarding the whole Norma Selner. Following the showcase, we noticed concern from the community about the potential of adding a new rarity. We would like to clearly state this is not the addition of a new grade. Okay, perfect. So no new rarity, guys. SSR is the maximum rarity. The upcoming value adjustment is being designed to naturally add value to your growth without requiring extra cost, additional currency, or special effort. Interesting. I wonder how they're going to do that. Beyond simple level ups, the system will enhance the very value of hunter growth itself. You'll be able to experience a much stronger sense of progression along with significant increase in total power. I think I'm more confused now than I was before. So this sounds like to me they're planning to make it easier to level, easier to grow, easier to get, to skill up. Etc. So it just sounds like they're just revamping the progression system, which is where my whole point of the wasted potential is. I think Norma would have been a great addition as a system to the game, which could advance a character beyond their limits as a mainstay, and we could have used her based on some sort of requirements that we had to meet, right? So I think by not having that and just using her, what it sounds like to me, guys, and please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment sections, but what it sounds like to me, she was just used as a, you know, anime character to promote the progression system being better rather than being a system that's being added, right? Now, speaking of systems being added, this is a whole different story. Next, we'd like to introduce Myro, successor of White Flames. The upcoming combat featuring Myro is designed as a tag team battle with Sun Jinwoo. The content was built on the imaginative premise, what if there were other successors who inherited the powers of the Great Ones, just as the protagonist Sun Jinwoo inherited the power of Shadow of Monarch. So the story of the successor Myro has undergone meticulous supervision by the original author to ensure lore consistency with the world of solo leveling. And yes, guys, she is an original character, but again, she's somebody that they're putting into the game just to add a little more flair. She's not part of the manhwa, from my understanding. And she's not part of the Ragnarok, right? So a lot of people are like, why is she here? Isn't Essel technically the successor? Yes, by lore she is, but this is an original storyline, okay? Our development team is extremely cautious and approaches the project with great care to ensure we do not overstep the unique domain of Sun Jinwoo, who remains the heart of solo leveling. As much, we have established clear guidelines to preserve the essence of Sun Jinwoo's centric combat by strictly limiting Myro's active time on the battlefield compared to Sun Jinwoo's. So furthermore, when Myro enters the fray, the combat is designed to unfold after deploying a unique realm White Flame succession, adding cinematic synergy to the experience. In Sun Jinwoo mode, Myro will engage in combat by tagging in with Sun Jinwoo. In the experience Hunter mode, Myro will act as a support, briefly adding in battle with a powerful attack similar to the power of Remnants. Oh, that's unique. Okay, so she's still going to be usable as a power of Remnant. And kind of will work the same way as the existing ones, but with the Sun Jinwoo modes, she's going to be an actual usable character, which I think is actually really smart. We invite you to experience Myro's upcoming story and brand new style of action that seamlessly transitions between ground and aerial combat in the future update. Lastly, we'd like to share our direction for reducing the burden of repetitive play. Whenever we add new action dungeons, our team remains vigilant about the possibility this may become just another daily chore and inadvertently increasing fatigue of our players. And I really appreciate that, because I think one thing a lot of games are now doing is catering to more casual players who are adults, who have less time. And I think having meaningless content is the worst kind of content you can have, where it's just like you're doing this for almost no reason, right? So removing any form of like repetitive content that's useless or things that really don't give much value is a smart way to respect your players' times, plus respect your community. At the same time, we have been cautious about abruptly reducing existing daily content where essential growth rewards are placed, as this could destabilize the very foundation of character progression. Therefore, our primary goal for this mitigation is to reduce the pressure of having to clear the same dungeons repeatedly every day. As the burden of routine, repetitive play decreases, we plan to progressively increase challenging content that allows you to fully enjoy the core action the game has to offer. So speaking of challenging content, expansion of challenging content. As part of this direction, the May update will feature the event boss, Unyielding White Flame Baron. Hunters who have joined the game for a long time will likely remember the intense battle with Baron in the Workshop of Brilliant Light and the thrill of action where every single move mattered. The new introduction, Unyielding White Flame Baron, is designed to allow you to experience the fun challenge once again with the latest hunters and Sun Jinwoo weapons you have grown. We are also preparing honorable rewards befitting such a challenge. Starting with this, the new Workshop of Brilliant Light, the Gaia, the new Power of Destruction boss, Cthulhu, I think that's probably the giant Cthulhu looking thing, are scheduled for June. In August, a new challenging content called Deep Isolation Zone working title is planned for new release. Look at that. New stuff. Crazy. Honestly, I'm very impressed that this team continues to put out new stuff, because most games at this point with this amount of content will just stop making new content and just put new bosses in, but it's the repetitive thing. So kudos to these guys. Our team plans to continuously deploy new challenging content, and we'll provide details with further information in the future updates. We will continue to shape our updates so the hunters can achieve growth through accessible dungeons and experience the thrill of heavy-hitting action wherever they desire. Details, information for the May update, along with actual footage, will be shared during the next week's live stream. So there you go. We are getting a live stream where we will demonstrate and explain the build play. So there you guys go. Live stream on May 6th, guys. So exciting news. And for those who are thinking like this game is going to be like dead or whatever, EOS, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say this game's going to last for a while. They continuously put out new content and they continuously keep updating the game, which is a very good sign of a healthy game, and one that may not be doing as well, of course, as the honeymoon phase, but that's just how gotchas work, right? So there you guys go. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.